Hey everyone, my name is Jeffrey. I'm from Guinea Pig Games, and today I'm going to show you how to get homebrew cartridges working properly in your brand new Analogue Duo. So let's get started. Here is the Duo right here, and as you can see, we've got an assortment of a couple of different game cards. Here's a regular one, here's one of our cards, and here's another repro card as well, a reproduction card. So these ones, of course, the normal game cards, we just kind of put them in here, and you're going to notice that it's a little loose. They did this on purpose, deliberately, for some of the bigger sized cards from Japan. So here's another example of Street Fighter, and you'll notice that there's a little bulge on here. This is so that this card could fit nicely into the slot. And when I push it in, you'll notice on the screen that Play Street Fighter comes up. So I'm going to pull this one out, so that went in nice and easy. And then I'll put regular one in, Bonk's Revenge, and when I push that in, you'll see again it pops up here. So let's move to some of the reproduction cards. These guys are a little bit harder, they're a little bit more snug. The thickness is pretty much the exact same thickness, but you'll notice that there's squared off corners on the reproduction cards, which makes it a little bit more difficult to get into the slots. So if you put this in, one of the hints and tips I'm going to give you is try and use both index fingers on the edge and then slowly kind of wiggle it or push it in. Give it some force. This is going to sometimes need a little bit of substantial force to get it in at first, but once it's seated in properly, you're going to notice that it's about a finger's width, index finger's width, from the point where the card's inserted to the end of the card. And then you'll see that it's going to either say Play HU card on it, or depending on how the game was programmed to the chip, it's going to actually give you the name. So this one's a little bit looser, a little bit easier. I'm just going to give that a push in and slide that in, and you're going to see here it says Play Terra Crest 2. So I'm going to pull it out once more. So this one's been a little bit easier to get in, but just keep in mind, be a little bit forceful, which is fine. The wiggle room is there, but use both fingers if you can. You can give it a little wiggle if you need to, but give it some pressure and some force and push it in. The adapters in these new Analogue Duos or the cartridge adapters are quite tight for the reason of coming out of the factory. So they're made to be able to wear that way, and it's going to take a little bit of time to be able to loosen them up from inserting and pulling the games out. But once these go in and out a few times, it actually gets nice and easy. So I heard a little click, push it back in, shows back up, and then pull it back out, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys, everybody. Keep in mind to follow us for Guinea Pig Games and get all of your TurboGrafx and PC Engine reproduction needs at www.guineapiggames.com. Thanks. Bye.